Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike, what is that? 19! You ain't going nowhere. Slant. Check 99. Check 99. Check. Under 10. 10.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller, looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch quick. Watch the kind of work.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Switch. Check. Cross.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Hardman, the second-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the Combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Throwing on second down. Watson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year, he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
You got three down.
On 2nd down, Williams. And an alley to run. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go. Do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's Watson on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Does look like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. A strong running. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Everyone, 37. Yellow. 37. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Working from the gun, Mahomes under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming. We got double up. safety, check safety. Shift. Showing that. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check. Line and go.
To throw again, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Keep playing hard.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second and a couple, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. On first down, Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They run with Thompson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Williams, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point safely through, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson going to throw again. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Houston.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Miller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
and it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now. Throwing again. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Hey, 57, 57. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Check 3. Check. Hey, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened? happen?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, that is caught right at the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back to throw, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. One man in the backfield. That's Miller. 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. They'll roll it, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darren Lee picks it, and they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Get the boy down. He's coming. Flare. No time now.
Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.